over there. Things looking dry here in Utah, though, for the meantime.
Yeah, hey, Cedric.
Hey, yeah, you guys are kind of breaking down the weather pattern very well there. We've got two distinct systems that are working together to bring some active weather to the West Coast, and that's going to eventually move our way. So as Sarah mentioned, it's pretty quiet in the Beehive State, but let's talk about the bomb cyclone, as they like to call it. It looks like a hurricane out here just south of the British Columbia area. They call it a bomb cyclone because it's a low pressure. It goes through what we call bombogenesis, which basically means the low pressure drops about 24 millibars within 24 hours. And it's down to 981 millibars, which, to put that in perspective for you, many of the hurricanes, the strong hurricanes there in the Gulf of Mexico, get between that 960 to 980 range. So that gives you an idea of what we're dealing with that. It's also taking and tapping into this atmospheric river, which stretches all the way back towards the Hawaiian Islands. We also call this the Pineapple Express, but it's just a lot of Pacific moisture that's streaming north and getting pulled into the system. And because of the direction of that bomb cyclone, it's giving us some very heavy rainfall. There's your atmospheric river plowing into northern portions of California right now. Areas here in the purple have a rare high risk of life-threatening flash flooding taking place right now. And areas in the red, there is a moderate risk here. And again, this is a dangerous situation with lots of rainfall expected across northern California. When you look at the rainfall totals through this weekend with that atmospheric river, areas shaded in that red and the purple there, we're talking about rainfall totals that get into that 15 to 20 inch range. Now, the only good news I have for you, if you like to go skiing in the Sierras, a lot of that will fall as snow. So for those folks, most of that will be in the form of snow. But yeah, in those areas here that are shaded right here in the Sierra, they're talking about the potential of 5 feet or more of snowfall with the system as it moves through. Whew. All right, so this high pressure ridge is blocking that colder and unsettled weather pattern from moving into the Beehive State for now. But as we go throughout this weekend, that starts to break down and push away, and it allows for that colder and more unsettled weather to start moving in. It'll come at us in a couple of waves as we get into your Saturday night, Sunday, then Monday night, Tuesday, and then the final wave, which looks to be the coldest, comes through on Wednesday before we start to dry things out just in time, at least for now, the way it looks for Thanksgiving Day. So as we look at Futurecast, here we go. As we go throughout the rest of tonight into your Friday, we have no worries at precipitation. It's all to our west and northwest. But as we go into your Saturday, we'll start to introduce valley rain and mountain snow chances by late in the day on Saturday. It could get cold enough Saturday night into early Sunday morning that switches over to snow, and we could have some scattered snow showers across central portions of the state as we go into your Sunday, as well as that colder air builds in. As far as those snow levels go, looks like we're going to be seeing those snow levels starting up at about 7,000 feet early on Friday night. But notice by Saturday evening, it's down to about 5,500 feet and down to the benches as we get towards your early Sunday morning. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised for some of those snow to mix into the valley floors. As far as accumulations go, not really seeing much of that. Maybe over towards the Wasatch back is going to have the best chance of seeing any accumulating snow with the system, but a ½ inch to an inch of liquid is possible in many spots, so we could definitely use that. No complaints there. In St. George, we start off with, how about temperatures in the mid-60s as we go throughout your Friday afternoon. Beautiful spring-like weather, and then unsettled weather this weekend into next week. Of course, Wednesday is a busy travel day, so we've got to watch the weather there. It could be a little messy out there, especially here across Utah. But otherwise, Thanksgiving Day right now, I'm going to keep it dry.
Okay.
It's 7 days out, so don't hold me to it. Well, thank you.
Don't quote him on that.
Yeah, that's all.